Okay, hello there. Here we are live again. I'll wait for a few people to come in since I did in the last video last night. Say I was gonna search for some things and some information regarding RNM, or remote neuromonitoring, and the ability to control, manipulate motor function, sleep patterns, and other aspects of the ability to control a target vis-a-vis from a remote location, why it's called remote neural monitoring, so they don't have to be in contact with the subject, via EEG and EMF patterns generated by the nervous system and the brain. So we will give a few people a minute to get in here, and let it be known that they are here, whatever. There are a couple people that I was speaking to last night that were interested in these certain aspects of remote neural monitoring and how it can be used to induce sleep without sedation. I found a few pages that are explaining it in detail, how it is performed, and experiments performed on rodents, and the precursor of using it on human patients. One of them is BMI interface, medically induced coma anesthesia. So BMI is a brain-machine interface, and coma achieved via brain activity using active EEG and titrating anesthetic to maintain burst suppression, basically to stop or neuron activity or slow it to induce coma, basically. So what they're saying is it gives increased ability to cause longer sleep term. They use stochastic control framework to develop BMI, to adjust EEG, to administer anesthetic and control coma on rodents. And this was via one of the research papers I was looking at, and experiments, and found control could be applied to human patients. So they wouldn't have to use masses of anesthesia to keep, someone that had brain damage or whatever in a coma. They wouldn't have to use so much anesthesia. They could use the BMI, the brain machine interface, to keep the levels of the anesthetic low enough so that they could use the BMI would control the amount of anesthesia, so they wouldn't have to guess. I'll just read it. So once a coma is achieved, they can turn down the rate of anesthesia and use the BMI to keep patients asleep using predictive control strategy. Now, that is important. The predictive control strategy tells them how to maintain the coma with less anesthesia, so they can say, oh, it's time for us to burst suppression in the brain with the anesthesia, and keep the coma going with less anesthesia. Now, uh, the other page I was looking at, one of the other pages that I was referencing from, which had very extensive